What up, friends? Welcome to this week's edition of Fienbolt. I am your host, Geoffrey Fienbolt. And yes, I don't know what to say. I guaranteed the Chargers would beat the Patriots. I was dead wrong. I'm embarrassed again. Rinse and repeat my entire life versus the freaking Patriots. Seen them once, seen them all. We'll break it down this week. My experience at SoFi Stadium. I'll give you my thoughts on SoFi Stadium and many more things, obviously, in the world of Chargers, as there is now a bump in the road, friends, in Charger land. 2 losses in a row, and that loss to the Patriots, in my opinion, in many ways, was worse than the Patriots loss. Or sorry, the Raven loss. I'll get into that in just a moment. We're here, Mayo Media Network. Go check out the full spread pick show I did with Tim Anderson and Pat, obviously, already this week. I'm sure you have checked it out. One of the best ones we've done this season. My menchies keep filling up with how great of a show it was. And I'm sure it'll be topped by the Pizzola and Cam show, which is coming out momentarily, I'm sure, here on Mayo Media Network. Let's get it going. As I said, that Patriots loss, in many ways, more humbling than the Raven loss. Like for me personally, it was very annoying having been there in person, my first time at SoFi Stadium. Don't enjoy having to go from San Diego to LA to see a football game, but I'll be honest, getting to LA isn't much farther. Or take me, it's not like getting to Qualcomm was that easy. It's not like I was far from Qualcomm, but just if you had any experience with that sucker, getting on and off that on-ramp, it was sort of at like the bottom of Friars Road. Nonetheless, anyhow, I'd much rather be turning off Friars Road than driving to Los Angeles to see a Charger game. But incredibly disappointing performance. There was a great opening drive, so I guess we had a good fun 4 minutes. And there was one nice Justin Jackson run. And other than that, a goal line stand, some good field goal holds, fumble, while they were in scoring territory, a great Derwin James 4th and 1 play. Like the defense, I think, kind of did their job. I would have expected way more from the offense, and it doesn't. The 3-point loss doesn't do it justice. It felt in many ways to me much like the Patriot game, the Raven game. That's the second time I've done that. Except the game was subsequently closer for the majority of it, or it was close pretty much the whole way through until the Patriots got up double digits with like at the 2-minute warning. So there was that, but the Chargers just got manhandled at the line of scrimmage. So that's kind of really concerning. And one thing I sort of highlighted when we were getting excited, we wouldn't allow ourselves to get like peak excited, but we were getting excited. Was one of the reasons I was allowing myself to get excited is I had thought we played our toughest part of the schedule, and maybe I should have, added on the Patriot game, but the Ravens were the Ravens, and the block was the bye week was sort of like a demarcation point in the season. But yeah, I don't know. Patriots, you want it. I don't know, man. Just looks like the original Brady teams. That's all I'm going to say about how it's done. And they confused Herbert again. They confused some inexperienced parts of our offensive line all day. And the second wave of pass rush could just never get to Mac Jones. So just really disappointing. The run defense just not allowing them to have everything they want available to them at second down when they're getting 4 or 5 yards on first down with the run. It's just really an annoying, frustrating day. I expected way more. I expected way better. And I tell you, I better get it against the Eagles. So I'll be in full-blown panic mode as it pertains to 2021. Anyone can lose a couple games in a row. That's going to happen, I guess. It's not a losing streak until you lose 3. Losing 2 is just, we've dropped 2 in a row, and let's get our heads out of our ass. Still haven't had a mulligan on the schedule, so that's kind of annoying me, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully some easy games ahead. I know that Viking game in a couple weeks, that's going to be a monsoon of Viking fans. I was at a Viking game in LA a couple years ago. That was more lopsided than like a Raider game I've been to in San Diego or a Steeler game. That's how lopsided that crowd was. Now, it was a late season game that meant nothing to the Chargers, but I don't know. I'm expecting an invasion from Minnesota this week. So yeah, here we are. I went to SoFi Stadium. Many people's questions to me have revolved around SoFi Stadium. Like a C minus. C minus grade. I didn't enjoy SoFi Stadium. Now, I guess that's an unfair comment because like my seat was really comfortable and it looked like every seat on every level looked like really comfortable and looked like you had a lot of leg room and the sight lines appear to be amazing. But I like getting around that place was a bitch. You had to go up, to go down, to go up, to go down. You have to like walk through these super VIP areas and they just have you in these like barren corridors. You can get really closed off into areas that, again, like you want to walk on a certain level, but you got to go up to 4 to get back down to 2. Like, is a real shit show. And I made a joke that it felt more like an airport terminal than a football stadium. That was also relayed to me like by people who've been to all the Rams games. There's nothing really different there. It's a soulless building. Like the building has no soul. And I get it. It's like beautiful and it's perfect for LA and it's going to host everything. World Cup, Olympics, WrestleMania, Final Four, college national championships. Obviously the Super Bowl this year. I think the Rolling Stones were there a couple of weeks ago. So like, yeah, it's that kind of building. It's perfect for LA. It's a new stadium, perfect LA. But even people like finding somebody who could help you felt like a mission. And then you finally found like a nice person who knew their way around the place and could help you maybe get where you need to go and in a sane, concise explanation, because most people didn't have a clue, even the staff. So it's a really annoying experience in that regard. I will say like parking wasn't difficult. We were just able to park on a side street, not pay like the crazy $180 they want you to like park at the stadium and like walk 5 minutes. Despite a hiccup we had finding the car after the game, everything worked out great. But I went with my boy, Andy LAC. Many have seen me do golf content with Andy. Andy's making great waves for himself in that little part of the internet where we do that golf content. So I'm happy for Andy and all the big things that he's got up and coming. And it was great to get to meet him in person and go to the football game with him. But like, I don't know. I was into the football game, but I didn't have a good time. And you could say like, no, they're just losing. You didn't have a good time. No, like I had a good time the first 5 minutes of the game. The Chargers got the ball first, which I never like, but they did score a touchdown. But then the Patriots tie it. And then the Chargers get the lead back again, I think 14-7. And I even like looked at Andy, like can you tell like I'm not having a good time? Like even when it very much felt like the Chargers were kind of maybe in control, could win the game. Like I'm not having a good time. Like I don't enjoy this. So like I got my own like problems. Maybe we'll have to work through them because I'd like to be able to just go to the game and enjoy it. Right? Like who would? There's a lot of games. They're going to win some. They're going to lose some. You obviously hope they're going to win. Like the one game I'm going to go to every year and a half. Like just fucking enjoy, you stupid. So enough on that. Jeez, do I want to do this? Like how the Patriots are able to dominate us with these lost yards on special teams that are kind of hard to account for in the box score, especially if you don't see the game, but where you see them in-house, like it's apparent. We go backwards on punts. They get 15, 18 yards on punts. Really sets the stage up for a totally different game. Do our gunners know how to gun? Like, I don't know. I'm not here pretending to be some special teams expert. I just want you to get goddamn downfield And it's what I like to call first contact. Like in an ideal world, the first guy to touch the guy, bring him down. It's been a while since we've had anything like that on any sort of consistent level, and the special teams numbers show it. Like, I don't know. Me, I'm a quirk. Like, I don't even watch the kicks. And you can ask Andy about that. Like, I discovered, like, I don't want to watch the kicks. Even though the new guy made both the kicks and he made a field goal that I'm sure Vizcaino would have missed at least one, if not two of those, whatever. Yeah. But I hope Staley learned something from watching a guy like Bill Belichick just wipe his ass. Fucking wedgie him, wedgie me. So it wasn't a fun game. Maybe the games I got to go to, like in the future, I need to maybe go to the games. And I know they don't work out this way. And the NFL's fun and weird. And it would be funnier for you if I went to, well, maybe not you, but because you like the Chargers, maybe if you're watching this show, but to the people who like me who aren't Charger fans, it'd be funnier for you if I went to the games against like really bad teams and they lost those. But maybe that's what I need to do is I just need to go to a game where they're going to be favored by like 9 points. And they better win the game, but maybe those are the type of games I could enjoy myself. I don't know. I don't know. It just felt bad early. Like even when we went, I didn't like it. They're 3 and outs. The receivers are dropping balls. Guyton's pissing me off. I don't know if I'm here. Like, yeah, let's get Josh Palmer on the field more. I'm not going to object to that, but I don't think that's the problem. Parham, you know, everyone likes to see what he does and it's whatever, but there's a holding penalty every game, pissing me off. I will say this. I got to say this. Watching Staley talk to me after a game, watching Staley talk to the press, both after the game, both in the early week presser. Like, I don't know the proper word, and I don't want to say like something in my vernacular that, well, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know. It was like watching Mike McCoy talk to me after like a frustrating game. Nothing could be more annoying, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like they don't articulate anything. They think they're the smartest guy in the room and they try to like convey that to you. But anyone that knows anything knows the smartest guy in the room doesn't need to tell you he's the smartest guy in the room. He just answers the questions. And by those answers, you could tell he's the smartest guy in the room. It's like a lesson in life. The smartest and funniest people in the room don't need to ever tell you they're the smartest or funniest people in the room. Everybody in the room knows. That also goes for like the nicest guys in the room. People who need to say, I'm a nice guy, they're not nice guys. Nice guys never need to tell people they're nice guys. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So on that note, watching Staley's presser, that was still like, I enjoy that very much. I enjoy it very much. Like he articulates some things. He's not like super, he gives you an answer and he respects the question. And I'm not looking for organizational secrets, you know, unless they want to call me personally and tell me things I won't share with you, you know, but no one's calling me about a game plan or I don't get to have any questions asked after a game. I mean, that's a joke, but it's also serious. Nor am I looking. It's still nice. I trust everything that's happening. Should we be concerned about this Herbert hand injury? Maybe. But I would say looking at the injury report, I'd be more concerned about the Michael Davis, Asante Samuel situation. I don't know where we go if both of them are out. I don't know where we go if both of them are out. Getting off the field on third down versus the Patriots felt impossible. And the Patriots made some early third conversions that really annoyed me. And they made one deep pass the whole game. I think it was longer than any deep pass the Chargers made. I'm going back to the Patriots. I don't know. If Mac Jones played like well, I think he played fine. But like from where I was sitting, I thought he was not as accurate as advertised. And listen, this isn't just Herbert played bad. Chargers offensive line played bad. Chargers receivers played bad. This isn't like to like Mac Jones probably better than Herbert. Mac Jones didn't make like a horrible game-changing interception. We hadn't thrown like a bad one of those in a really long time. Yeah, that was a 3rd and down. We were back in our own end. We made a nice first down to get out of the shadow of our end zone, but that was called back with a penalty, obviously. Probably formation or some stupid shit, likely holding. What was I talking about? Yeah, if Mac Jones played like really well, the Patriots win that game by like 24, 30 points. I thought he had time and he was missing guys. And it was a relief every time that he did. That being said, what a nice young player it looks like that he is. And it's everything they used to do with young Brady. First down, second down, third down, great game plans on both sides of the football. Yeah, they just know what they're doing. And then when they know they've got you suffocated, then they like do the play actions and you're just screwed. Totally screwed. Totally screwed. So I'm more worried about the corners than Herbert's hand at the moment from an injury perspective. We're getting no pass rush from the second layer, the Frackles and the other guys that are supposed to, Nuosu for the most part, like the other guys who are supposed to be contributing off of Joey. I can't criticize Derwin because I just feel like he's doing 9 jobs. And I watch it like getting to be at the game, being like above the field, that's actually super cool about SoFi. Ground level is like the 5th level. Like ground level of what ground level means. So the stadium is literally like underground or like the field, as are like levels 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you go down. Most like that's very. I probably did a really bad job of explaining it, but obviously it's like super new age, super size stadium architecture, and with the LA sizzle bizzle. One again, they still never should have left. And honestly, I hate. I like this hat, but I wish that said SD, not LA. Still hurts my soul a bit. A lot. Because I love San Diego. I had a great time in San Diego. I have to leave San Diego to go to LA. No. My life. It's my life now. It's so weird, like for 70 minutes down the road. Well, I guess it depends where you are. Where I am in San Diego, it's about an hour and a half, but give or take. Traffic's always a beast. Getting to experience that California traffic animal. Yeah, I don't like. I'm not looking forward to that part of it. I didn't even enjoy myself at the game. Maybe I won't go to games. I don't know. I just gotta go to road games. I don't know. I don't know that I would enjoy myself there either. I was in a fun section. A lot of people were entertaining themselves. Like it was a good banter. A lot of fans, both sides. I would say if you really wanted me to give like an analysis on the crowd, 54, 46 Chargers, or maybe like 45 Patriots, 40 Chargers, 15 empty. Like in that, like, and there could have been a good, 8 to 12%, 15% empty seats. It's not like the place was packed either. The Eagle game, we better beat the Eagles. We're getting no respect from the lines makers. I went to California with my family, and my US credit card has a big fucking bill on it. I'm going to pay that sucker on the Chargers this week. I'm going to pay that sucker on the Chargers this week. That's my Chargers-Eagles preview. This is the worst team the Chargers have played this year. Now, that's like not really even a knock on the Eagles because the Chargers have played lots of really good teams. The Raiders manhandled them. I believe the Chargers have better personnel, better talent, and better coaching than the Raiders do. They beat the shit out of the Lions. Thank you for now making me lay a point, 2 points. The total's 50. You could do whatever you want with that. Chargers win. Chargers cover. That's my super lock for the week. I am concerned about the freaking corners, but let's go. We're not losing 3 in a row. We are going to win this game in Philadelphia. Hopefully it's not too cold. I'm happy it's a 4:00 game. I still like 4:00 games. Even when we go to the East Coast, I don't like playing 10 a.m., 1 p.m. football games. I just don't. I like to enjoy that part of the day and ease my way into it, and then obviously be in a bad mood at night because the Chargers lost. Not this Sunday. I'm Geoff Fienberg. Thank you for watching this week's edition of Fienbolt. We'll be back next week. We'll preview a Viking game that I'm pretty worried about, although most people are leaving it for dead. We have got to get this Eagle game. If we don't get this Eagle game, I overshot myself, whatever the analogy is. I was way ahead of my skis with that Patriots game. I feel I'm very confident about this Eagles game. Maybe I shouldn't be. But 1 minute into that Patriots game, I kind of knew I was SOL. Not expecting that versus Philly. This coach, this gardener of a coach. I don't care. We're going to make life difficult for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they don't have a coach who can counteract the same way Bill Belichick can. And I don't think they can exploit us the same way Bill Belichick can. We're back to our ways. Lay the farm. Take that -1. Take that -2. Okay? Let's pay for all that Thanksgiving inflation with a Chargers victory. Let's go. I'm out. I'm paying off credit cards or shit's getting ugly.